Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sanchez. Today we're back with another video. A couple of months ago I did a video showcasing my entire black boots collection, and I did a little not clickbait, but a baity, give me 3,000 likes in order for me to show you guys my full collection, just to see if people would actually want to see it. And you guys far exceeded the 3,000 limit. I think we hit 4,000 likes on that video. If you haven't seen it yet and you wish to see my black boots collection video, then a card will be right here. But as you can see from the title, today we're going to be taking a look at the other boots, and by the other boots I mean the colored ones, basically. So we have my collection of colored boots. I believe there are 17, with one being my most recent pickup. Also, I forgot to quickly mention, and I figured I would take this opportunity to actually show you guys the drop for the reworked hoodies, and reworked and the released hoodies actually been postponed to the 9th of March. It was supposed to be on the 2nd. We couldn't get some of the tiny little details done in time, so we pushed it to the 9th. Everything is now done and we'll be good to go. This is one of the examples of the reworked hoodies. We took apart 5 different vintage hoodies and then reconstructed them. This time, however, we made sure to include somewhat of a graphic at the front. This one is from the Penn State University, and we've done a couple featuring some brands, some unis, some that shit, so love it. That's the hoodie for reworked. Then for released, we're sticking with the paint splatter forward slash bleached idea that we've been producing over the past sort of couple of months with the sweatshirts, but again this time graphic hoodies, university, sports brands, all that other jazz, with the distressing that can be found on the cuffs, at the bottom and on the hood. And you've got this lovely little tag in the back that just says reworn. This one in particular is an amazing piece with the Giants logo. Love it, love the colors, great. But that's that. Thank you for the love and support in the previous video. There is no sort of baity, give me this many amount of likes. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a thumbs up because it helps me out tremendously. Here's the collection. Starting off, we have the From the First Diego boots in the leopard print pony hair. This is their take on their western / cowboy boots. They look incredible, they're super loud. This is going to be a common theme that you're going to come across these boots, especially the colored ones. I wear black boots on a day-to-day, so whenever I do wear some colored boots, I tend to push push it out ever so slightly. So, you know, you're going to see some wild patterns, you might see some wild textures, and that's just the way that I like it when it comes to these boots. So, yeah man, super bold, they're loud, they look amazing, they feel great. What's not to love about it? Beautiful. Boot numero uno. Number 2, we have the classic. This is the Saint Laurent Paris. I believe these are the Fall Winter 16 suede harness boots in the tan colorway. Now, I'm not going to get into the debate of what the actual term for the coloration is. I know that SLP fanatics have this weird obsession with finding out the exact name of each tan, and I think they've got variations of tans, basically the ochre, the nut. I just call them tan. And I hope that it works. It's the harness one. It's been in my collection for so many years now. As you can see from the back, it's been worn off quite a bit. And yeah, man, love them, love them, love them. Then we've got the Bottega Veneta Chelsea boots, made popular by Mr. Kanye West himself. These were my first sort of proper expensive Chelsea boot purchase. They look amazing, they fit great, and they're super comfy, especially with the crepe sole. One thing that I will still say about these boots is that they feature, in my opinion anyway, the best suede that can be found across any of my boots. Bottega Veneta, known for their leathers, known for their suede, known for their extremely, you know, intricate leather pieces. They really delivered when it comes to the suede on this boot. They look amazing, they feel great. Again, sticking with another pair. This time we have the Ardoise colorway. Yeah, I remember going through a phase of the BV boots, man. Literally every kid that was somewhat inspired by Kanye West had a pair of some BV boots, and rightfully so. They're incredible. At this point, granted, I don't wear them, I was going to say enough, but I actually don't wear them at all. I just sort of keep them as like collector's piece, if you wish to call them that. I still think they're amazing, and I'm sure there will be moments when I can pull them out, but if I was to be completely honest, I haven't worn them in such a long time. But I still love them, and I love that color. And then the final and third pair, once again from BV, but this one is one of their sort of newer take on the Chelsea boots. This was more in line with what I wear, just because I prefer a slightly more pointy, sleek silhouette. When I saw that I wasn't wearing the older iterations of the BV boots, I thought, you know what, let me just cop the new one and see if I can include it in my wardrobe. It features that little thingy majiggy in the back, the what's it called? Intrinado? Something. Very common and somewhat iconic to BV pieces, especially in their leather goods. Love the silhouette, I love that heel. Such a great color, such a such a soft suede. Then we have the Balenciaga harness boots in the brown suede. Now, one thing I love about these is their sort of blocky, chunky nature to them. A lot of the boots that you're going to see today are going to be somewhat sleek, somewhat, you know, pointy, very sort of Western inspired, whereas these are definitely, they have that same idea, but they're a lot more 70s. They're a lot more, you know, just aggressive, bold. That, what's it called? What is this called? As you can see, with a squared off toe and the chunky heel as well. Beautiful. Then we're moving to one of my most recent obsessions, and those were the Calvin Klein boots. Now, this is one of many. This is their Chelsea boots that also featured a harness, which I love because it gives you the option to either wear it with the harness, or you can remove it and just have it as a Chelsea boot. You've got this topaz detailing in the back, which to some people might be, you know, that touch that just goes too far, so remove it, and you've got this elegant metal toe-capped dark green forest green Chelsea boot. At the front, it's a CK on one foot, 205 on the other. I love this silhouette, love the color. I mean, just look at that, man. That color is absolutely gorgeous. They fit amazing. Calvin Klein's are the only boots that I actually staged true to size with a size 41, just because if you go down a size with the Calvin Klein's, my god, it hurts so much. Speaking of which, we're moving to the next boot now. Again, same silhouette as the one previously shown. This time, however, we don't have the harness, and we have this in this beautiful mint, like super light mint green colorway. I love the color. I think it adds a pop of interesting coloration to your outfit. It's not quite white, but upon a quick glance, it can definitely be mistaken for it. Yeah, man, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I think we're going to stick with, yep, another pair of Calvin Klein boots. This time we have the super light blush color. This, I believe, this silhouette was called the Spets, and it's basically a similar idea as the previous one, except with a side zip and a pointy toe. Same heel, Cuban heel, black, the leather, super sort of not rigid, but like it's got some substance to it, you know. And again, another pair of boots from Calvin Klein, this time in this incredible red color. Genuinely, like, there was a period, I think it was around the Barney's warehouse closing down sale thing, and I just sort of not balled out because they were reduced ridiculously. Like, these boots were retailing anywhere between 1k to 1.5k, and they were on sale for like 150 to 200 pounds. So a lot of people copped them whilst they could, and rightfully so, because I think they're incredible. And I mean, just look at that color, it's so beautiful. Then we have one of my most recent additions to the collection, and it's a pair of Gucci boots. Now, these are loud, but also there's something somewhat subtle about them, which I love, and it's got this sort of antique vintage feel to them, which is definitely what made me gravitate towards them. I love the shape of them. First of all, as you can see, they're not quite as pronounced as the Calvin Kleins. They still feature a somewhat pointed rounded toe. You've got this amazing embossed leather detailing that can be found at the front. Then this is actually my only boot that's not made out of leather or suede. It's this sort of canvas-like material in which the Gucci logo is printed, and it just fits amazing. It looks great. I cannot complain. Vintage vibe to it. We love to see it. Moving on to the shoe, or the boot, sorry, that everyone loves to hate. You can either, actually, that's a lie. You either love it or you either hate it. We have the Margiela Tabby boots with the heel in the white colorway. Now, I have these in the black colorway. I had the opportunity to grab them in the white, so I was like, why not? A tiny bit more variety in my selection of footwear. I love it, man. They're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I completely understand that. I think they're great. They're clearly not an everyday pair of boots, but you know, as I stated at the beginning of the video, whenever it comes to coloured boots, I'm not looking for daily. I'm looking for something that will give me that extra pop that I won't be able to find in black boots. And so, voila, love them. Sticking with the theme of white boots, we have the Calvin Klein Fireman boots. Love them, super chunky. They are very sort of, what's the word, thematic? Is that a word I'm looking for? To be fair, I don't know where I'm going with that point, so I'm going to leave that there. But they're incredible fireman boots, super chunky, and they look great. Like, you'd be surprised. At first, when I first came across them, I didn't think I'd be able to wear them as much as I have done so. Granted, again, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I don't wear them every day, but when I do wear them, they look fire. Then we have a throwback. We have the Yeezy 950s in the chocolate colorway. This was the first iteration of those bad boys, and I still love them, man. I think they're just sick. They're now considered, or at least what I'd consider to be classics. Super chunky, love the color, bold. What else is there for me to say? They're definitely in my collection as like a collector's item. And voila. Then the camera angles change because we're gradually progressing onto some taller boots, and we have the Calvin Klein cowboy boots in the Dalmatian print, if you want to call it that, with the red leather stripe that goes alongside it. Incredible pair of boots, again featuring the similar detailing with the metal toe cap, 205 on one side, CK on the other. I love this, man. The hair that can be found on the boot is super soft and so sick. Love them. And they're super loud as well. Speaking of super loud, my god, we have the Balenciaga motocross boots. Now, you might have seen these on, which one was it? I think it was Offset. He wore them in one of his videos with Cardi B, I think it was. He had them in a slightly different colorway, if I recall properly.
I turned Offset on. I told him the other day, man, we should sell that.
They're just so sick. Now, I know that people are just going to be like, why'd you buy them ones when you can get them from a motorcycle shop? And you know what? You'd be completely right. I was able to get them for an absolute steal. Yeah, it's just a pair of boots that hopefully I'll be able to bust out in 10 years and I'll be like, oh shit, that's that good archive Balenciaga. They're super loud, obviously not an, I'm not going to keep repeating myself, I keep saying that, but obviously not an everyday boot. They fit amazing. Now, as you can see, there's one panel that's actually gone missing. I bought it like that, hence why I was able to get it for such a steal as well. I do need to pop into a motorcycle shop and hopefully find a replacement panel for it. I'm sure you can find them anywhere, to be fair. So voila, Balenciaga, done. And then last but certainly not the least, the most outlandish pair of boots that we have here today, the Loewe yellow boots / what are they called, like arse chaps? Something chaps? No, just chaps. That's what they call, right? Chaps. Super loud. I love these boots, man. I could do a whole video about them, to be honest with you, and speak for a good 10 minutes, but we're short on time. They're super loud. They're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I completely respect that. And yeah, that is going to end the collection. Also, I just clocked that the main is in full flow today, but that is going to conclude this video. If you wish to follow me on my social media, it's all right here, SANGIEV. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, it helps me out tremendously. Share, subscribe, do all that other jazz. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.